This is Kim Guzman with Crochet 123 magazine. In issue 9, I'll be teaching you 3 Tunisian crochet projects, beginner, novice, and intermediate levels. In past issues, I've taught you foundation stitches and link stitches. Both of these are actually Tunisian crochet techniques, and we're now ready to move up to the real thing. The beginner Tunisian crochet project is made solely in Tunisian simple stitch. I've used Premier Yarns Eversoft. All 3 projects are simply a rectangle with minimal seaming to form the sleeves, making them all quick and easy projects to get you on your way in learning Tunisian crochet, my favorite crochet technique. To start, make a chain, and this can be any length of chain to practice, and we'll just count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10's a good amount to practice, and when you first start learning to do Tunisian crochet, you are going to want to count your stitches, because just like when you were learning to do single crochet, sometimes you miss the last stitch, sometimes the first, and you'll just want to count them. What I like to do for a nice clean edge, and this is not absolutely necessary, if you're used to going into the front of the chain, that's fine if you want to do that. Perfectly acceptable, but I'd just like to show you a different way. If you will work into this horizontal bar back there, and as long as you've worked relatively loosely, you should be able to get into it. I like to pinch it with 2 fingers, and that just lifts it up a little bit, and you can just stitch right into it. Now I'll show you what happens when you do that. It is a wonderful finishing technique, even though it's right here at the beginning. It's a wonderful finishing technique that makes a really pretty edge. Now see how it's got that chain at the bottom there? It's got a really pretty edge, and I do encourage you to give this one a try. Like I said, you don't have to use it, but it is a nice way to go for your stitching, and not just Tunisian, any stitching. So now we're going to do the last one, and like I said, I would like you to count them. Make sure that you've got 10. If you started off with a chain of 10, you should have 10 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 stitches. Now we're going to close them. There's an opening row, part of this row. It's step 1 and step 2, or step A or B. Sometimes it's called the forward pass, and then the return. First thing you do is yarn over and pull through 1. Now that is a chain. Yarn over and pull through 1. It's just a chain. That's all that is. So remember that that first one is a chain. Now for the remainder, you're going to pull through 2. 1, 2. Pull through 2. 1, 2. And you're going to do that all the way across until you have 1 loop remaining on your hook. 2. Pull through 2. Remember, chain 1 for the first, then pull through 2 for the remainder. And you're going to keep going until you have closed all 10 stitches. Now, that's the completion of the foundation row. And almost all Tunisian crochet will look like this. The foundation row will be like this. Almost all. Not all, because I'm going to be doing a demonstration on the intermediate project for this magazine, and the closing is not like this. But most of them are. Now, to do the next row, you skip the first vertical bar here, then insert your hook in a side-to-side motion. See that? Right underneath the front vertical bar. And you see where they're at? Right there, right there. All the way across. Now yarn over and pull a loop through. Insert your hook in a side-to-side motion. Yarn over, pull a loop through, side to side, and up, and again, all the way across. And keep going, same way. Now the reason why I say side to side is because it's right to left if you're right-handed. If you're left-handed, it's left to right. So I try to just say side to side so that you will understand whether you're right-handed or left-handed. Now I've got 9 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Remember that chain 1 at the end? It looks a little different than the rest of the stitches here. So what you'll do for this one is you insert your hook so that it catches 2 outside vertical bars here. Now the reason why, you have 3 loops there, unlike the other stitches. And if you just caught one, what happens is it pulls. So what you want to do is make sure that you go under 2. Right there. Pull up a loop. And see, it doesn't pull now. And that strand, all you have to do is just tighten it up a little bit. Now what do? We chain 1. Right there. And now we pull through 2. Pull through 2. And again. And we're going to end with 1 loop on our hook. All the way across. Now if you experience some curling, that is completely natural, and what I mean by that is here at the bottom, it will curl up a little bit. See there? This pattern has a rolled hem, so the curling is actually taken advantage of in this pattern. So don't worry about the curling. Now if you've got some really tight curling, you're going to need to go up in size of your hook, and you may have to just try to work looser. Tunisian crochet is best worked with a loose tension. It helps with the curling, and it just makes a nicer finished project. Especially something like this, which you're going to wear. You don't want it to be like battle armor. You want it to be nice and drapey. And we're going to go all the way across, and I'm going to do that last stitch one more time so that you can see it. Here it is. Here's that little guy. It's a chain that's standing up instead of sitting down. Insert your hook so it's under those 2 loops. Yarn over, pull a loop through, and that is how your project will look. That nice woven look of Tunisian crochet.